Welcome, my friends, to another edition of The Drip. I'm Scott, and you are here. We're here again, my friends. If this is your first time watching, welcome. Hopefully it's not your last. We try to throw out, catch you, reel you in, keep you coming back for more. So have the like ready. Get ready to push on that. Subscribe to the home of the 150% guarantee, where 100% of the time I'm going to be over 50% right. And we're together again. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And follow me on KC Blade Drip Instagram if you would like to do so. I have some knife pictures over there. And then other than that, let's move on to what we're going to talk about today. So today, as in the title, we're going to be looking at a new Spyderco. Now, I didn't really realize until about maybe 3 months ago that I had a little bit of a Spyderco. Look at that little hair. I had a little bit of a Spyderco addiction that came up. Up until a few months ago, I don't even think that I had any Spydercos. Now I probably have 4 or 5 or 6, something like that. But this is the Spyderco Dragonfly 2. Okay, this one actually is going to be a steel blue. It's a lightweight FRN handle, which the FRN stands for fiberglass reinforced nylon. I think that could be just a little bit of a glamorized term for plastic, but I'm going to go with what they tell me. But this particular knife itself is a very, very special knife to me. Let's kind of go over the specs on this thing. I want to measure it first just so that we can all see what the overall size is on this. So the blade itself, we're looking at a cutting edge of what, 2 inches, and then overall 2 and little over 2 1/4, not quite 2 1/2 to the handle. And then the handle itself is 3 1/4, a little bit over 3 1/4, for a total length about 5, a little over 5 1/2. So 5 1/2. So that's, yeah, definitely giving you an idea. I mean, you can look at it in my hand and see how big it is, or how small it is in this case. Just a beautiful, beautiful Damascus steel. And if any of you guys really know how Damascus, true Damascus, is made, it is a labor-intensive process. I mean, it takes a lot of work and a lot of time, and it's very easy to screw up. These particular knives for the Dragonfly 2, I do know this one itself is made in Japan. Now, one reason being VG-10 originates in Japan. Plus, Spyderco does some of their knives, depending on the models, overseas in Japan, which has great steel, great knives. I mean, they've been doing it a long time over there as well. So I actually kind of like it that this is my first Spyderco that comes from Japan. Now, the steel process itself, just to kind of go over what Spyderco got when I was checking out some information on this. And I just got this yesterday. The VG-10 stainless steel, its core, and then flanked by 15 layers of Damascus on each side. So the total layers of steel is 32. When they press this down and they transform it into what we're looking at now, which is the finished product. So it's the VG-10 stainless core, and then it's got, I'm making sure I'm wording it right, and then it's flanked on the outside with the 15 layers of Damascus steel. I call it Damascus. I don't think that's the proper term. Some people I hear saying It's Damascus to me. But the knife itself, as far as the blade goes, it's got the traditional type, a little bit of a swedge on the top of the blade here. It is a small blade, but it's extremely sharp. Nice flat grind. Beautiful how it comes down to the point here, kind of like a leaf blade shape. Little emblem there for the Spyderco. It does say made in Japan on the back of it, but it's kind of hard to see there. You have the little hole here for deployment on this particular knife. The thing is, maybe if it loosens up, it's kind of in a weird position. So I really am not having luck with that. But I do thumb roll it, kind of like a Chris Reeve. And that works fine for me. Shake it down a little bit, and I can just push it so it's all one hand, like that. And just shake it a little, and then I can close it like that. So that's kind of what we're looking at on the blade itself. You've got a nice ramp up here for your thumb. You got some very smooth jimping, which just feels like a little bit of sandpaper. It's not aggressive on your thumb. It feels very comfortable how you can push up into it. Now with the with the ergonomic design that it has and the index finger choil, right down here at the bottom, it really makes it compatible to pretty much any hand size that you may have, whether it's large, extra large, small. When you wrap around and you put your thumb here and then you put your index finger in underneath the choil here, it has a little bit of jimping as well, but when you lock in and squeeze it, the rest of your fingers kind of just flow around it, and you're going to have a good grip no matter what size your hand is. Great for any type of detailed urban environment, I would think, for most tasks of opening packages, boxes, cutting strings, and anything you need a knife for. I think this would just be a perfect. Now, if you needed something maybe a little bigger, I would carry this with another blade. I sometimes carry 2 or 3 different knives on me, but this would be great for summertime and some shorts if you're not wanting to weigh down your pockets. So, because of how lightweight it is, this thing comes in at, what is it, like, I don't think I even gave this thing a weight. I know I measured it, but we want 1.2 ounces. So yeah, this thing's extremely lightweight. So you lock in here, nice thin profile on the blade. Look at that, how beautiful that is. Great for slicing, cutting. The back here, now we do have, as I said earlier, this is a steel blue FRN handle for the fiberglass reinforced nylon. It is textured with some patterns here on the handle for some added grip. Spyderco Dragonfly right here. And it does give you some texture on your hand. When you grab into it and you wrap your fingers around, you see how you've got a nice curved construction here for your fingers to just slide in. So it really is comfortable in the hand with the handle size. You can see how it just locks right in here. And that's very, very comfortable. I do like the way that it feels here with the texturing across the handle. It is a lockback. So you just push this down to close it. Nice centering job here on the blade. When we open it up, it's a nice, sturdy, it's not wobbly or moving around, and it's great for this lockup on such a small knife that you can have such durability on the blade. Such strength, I should say. It is a closed off design, so you've got the steel here for your lock. You've got this closed around with the handle. So when you look down in here, you basically just have the two solid slabs. And then you've got the steel on the back here, which closes it off. This is a reversible clip on it. So you can go to left or you can go to right, tip up carry. It's really nice too, because if you're gonna do this left-handed carry, it's gonna be identical on both sides, as you can see with the locking mechanism. So if you flip that clip here, it's gonna be the same. It does have a lanyard hole here. I also like the way that they did this, because it's, I mean, the handle, as far as the way that it's designed, even if they didn't have this hole, that would pretty much be the same design of the handle. So if you're looking at the knife, you really wouldn't even notice that it's not unsightly or anything. So it's very minimal. If you choose to have a lanyard, if you don't, you don't. But that's just something that some people like to have on there. Again, on the, I call it a paper clip, just because of the way that these look. And this is another thing that I really used to not be a fan of, was the look of this clip. Once I started I had a knife and I carried it with this, it grew on me and I like it. I can't say enough about this type of clip. I really like it. And especially on certain knives. It fits well on your pocket, it secures it, but it doesn't have a lot of, it's just minimal. And you drop down to about here, so you only have a very small portion that is sticking out of your pocket. And this is dropping all the way up to here. So as you can see, the overall knife itself being so small, but yet very, very capable of performing any type of tasks. I mean, for the most part, you're not going to go out and chop trees down in the jungle or anything in the woods of Florida or the outback. This is through KnifeJoy. I don't know if I said that. This is an exclusive. This particular steel blue with the FRN handles and Damascus, you can only get this through knifejoy.com. So I don't know if I had mentioned that. But I do like Spyderco's. I think this is a nice addition to my collection that I'll keep in my collection. Now, where I got this yesterday. Let me tell you, there's a guy that I was following his channel when I first started really getting into talking about knives and wanting to, you know, do show and tells and just try to get my voice out there and give a little bit of my thoughts and knowledge on various knives. And about 2 or 3 weeks ago, we started talking, and he started his channel about the same time I did, and he actually sent me this knife as a gift for getting to 200 subscribers. Now, currently, I think that as of this video, which is June 15th, I think he has about 70 subscribers on his channel. He tends to put out a video about once a week. His channel is King on Things. His name's Robert. He is a stand-up, really, really nice guy. Sent me a letter that was all printed out, which, hell, I don't even think I could print a letter out now. I just, you know, use email or electronic correspondence. But sent a nice letter, got my address, said he wanted to send me a gift, and gifted me this knife. And that's very, very special that he did something like that. So guys, I'm not going to steer you wrong. I know how the community is. None of us are perfect. We're all, you know, just a lost soul swimming in a fishbowl, as Pink Floyd would say, and we're trying to make it year after year. You know, nothing gets easier. We're swimming uphill, guys. And he's really good at what he does. He brings out the stats. He keeps his videos a little shorter. I like to ramble sometimes. I get distracted mentally, and I kind of get really engaged with you guys. And he talks about flashlights, EDC stuff, different knives that he has in his collection. And, you know, his aspirations are to grow a little bit and to be able to have some more engagement and viewers. So, long story short, guys, I'm going to, you know, when somebody does things like this, I'm going to doubt on it because he's got my 6. And that's the bottom line. If somebody's going to be this generous and nice and reach out to me like Brother Robert, then you know what? I'm going to trust him at my 6 every day, every night. That's just the way it is that I do things. And I've got his as well. And it's not just because he gave me something. It's because he's a genuine person. Go to King on Things. I'm going to put a link in the description after I get this video loaded up. And guys, let's show him what our little circle is with the guys that we all communicate with. Wasted Beer Money, you know, Backyard Knife Dude, Scab, you know, Choir Boys, Cutlery Outdoors. All you guys, they're on and on and on. So many people that were a part of this community, and I love hearing from you guys. Let's give him some love. Let's try to get him to 100 subscribers. And then, you know, let him know what you think. And I would appreciate it. You guys have been super cool. And I hope you've enjoyed this video on this particular knife, the Dragonfly 2. Again, this is a special knife for me. I think this is a wonderful knife to have. And I'm going to definitely carry and keep this a part of my collection of Spydercos that I just slowly work on. Remember our pets, guys. Remember our vets, the ones that gave everything for us to have the freedoms to talk and do what we want to do and enjoy knives. The little furry guys, the non-furry guys, the pets that always love us, lick us, kiss us, tell us good morning, or, you know, when we feel like crap and we storm in the door and we want to be left alone, all they want to do is wag their tail and look at us with those sad little puppy eyes. Man, that just turns me upside down when that happens with my boys. So, appreciate all your time, guys. And stay sharp, my friends. Until we meet again for another video, some more banter and fun, I'm out.